Wananchi wa Timao hamjambo. Mugeni. Nataka kuwauliza kitu moja kabla sijaanza kuzungumza. Unajua watu wanafikiri eti sisi ndio tunatembea Kenya tukiongea mambo ya one term. Mimi nataka kujua kama hapa mko namna gani. Harambee! Harambee! Munasemaje Timao? Eti namna gani? Basi wamesikia
I dare tell you that this is not the time for the opposition that we have in the politics of the Republic of Kenya to be asleep. As you have seen, that is a clip of one Fred Matiangi when he began his tour yesterday in Meru County, and he was speaking in Timau. But allow me to dive deep into what is currently happening in the political arena, and more so, why Matiangi to return to Meru County at this crucial time after GACHAGUA went ahead to cancel his United States tour, where GACHAGUA, being the uniter and the force behind the opposition, is returning back in the country on Thursday this week. Now, Fred Matiangi was meant to do his tour in Meru County about a month or two ago. And that is when GACHAGUA was leaving the country for the United States of America. But Fred Matiangi cancelled his Meru tour, where one former Meru governor and the current party leader of PNU, Peter Munya, went ahead to highlight the reasons behind them cancelling the meeting or the tour of Fred Matiangi in Meru County, or on the basis that the government had started hiring goons and were plotting chaos during Matiangi's tour. But that was not the case. I mean, we all know what the case has been. When GACHAGUA is out of the country, he had all the glory on him. I mean, all the binoculars, all the Kenyan media, the bloggers, and everything were all looking at GACHAGUA. The man has that grace that he pulls when he speaks. And one thing that Matiangi was not ready for is to start taking up the role as the de facto opposition leader in the country if GACHAGUA is out of the country. You know, GACHAGUA faces a lot of predicaments every day while he is in the country, opposing and fighting against William Ruto. But if he is not in the country and the people left behind take up the mantle to be the opposition leaders, they cannot. You know, let's speak literally. What I'm trying to tell you is like when President William Ruto leaves the country, Kithure Kindiki takes up power as the president. When the opposition leader leaves the country, the people next to him takes up that role to continue keeping up the fire burning to make sure that the opposition fire doesn't die. But let me tell you, there is another thing that Fred Matiangi has been doing. There has been a competition. It's a kind of stiff competition between Matiangi and GACHAGUA. I mean, how will Matiangi convince the people from the Mount Kenya region that he is fit to become the opposition flag bearer come the year 2027? Now, this is what is happening. Fred Matiangi, there are certain people that he has brought into his inner circle. And you have to listen to this. WAMUCHOMBA, and she is currently working for Fred Matiangi. Charity Kalukingilu, the former Azimio la Umoja governor, is currently working for Fred Matiangi. Apart from that, Matiangi has some counter campaigns that have been they have been put out to fight against the government, but not with Matiangi's face on them. Are we together? People like WAMUCHOMBA are recently doing presses day in, day out, trying to attack the government, but they are not siding with the GACHAGUA because they have their affiliation. Their affiliations is to one Fred Matiangi. And one thing, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has given a go-ahead to Matiangi to vie for the presidency, and he is ready to fund the campaign, and he has been funding it, by the way. But one thing that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta wants is to make sure that Matiangi becomes so convincing to the people of the Mount Kenya region, to a point that there is a division between, Gachagua doesn't take it all. Once Gachagua takes it all in the Mount Kenya region, then Gachagua will have the highest bargaining power in this opposition coalition. And let me tell you, since Gachagua left, Matiangi and Kalonzo Musyoka followed him to the United States. Not for any other reasons. They don't, they went there to avoid becoming the voice of the opposition here in the country, because they knows what text comes up with becoming the opposition leader. Gachagua is ready for all of it, but they ain't. So when Gachagua currently announced that he is coming back into the country, is that it's when Matiangi has the guts to, kickstart his tour again. He has begun in Meru County. And what does that tell you? These people are cowards. And at the end of the day, somebody that cannot face William Ruto and tell him the truth, that is not somebody that you're going, to respect and give all the credit of becoming a presidential candidate come the year 2027. We know regarding Gachagua is not fit for the presidency, but at least he doesn't fear William Ruto. And that is what makes him so dangerous. He has everything to lose. He has everything to lose. He has nothing to lose when it comes to attacking William Ruto. So he goes for the head. He doesn't beat around the bush. He doesn't hit the abdomen. He doesn't hit the chest. His blows goes for the head. That is regarding Gachagua for you. Now come to Matiangi. Another thing, a division has been forged within the opposition by Matiangi strategically. Recently, you all saw the former Meru Governor Peter Munya attacking Rigathi Gachagua and saying that Mount Kenya does not belong to the DCP party alone. Remember, Peter Munya is the party leader of PNU party, which was Kibaki's party back in the year 2007. Now, Peter Munya's ones were directed to Gachagua. But for what reason? Peter Munya is a friend to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Governor WAMUCHOMBA is a friend to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And listen to the people I'm naming. Governor WAMUCHOMBA, Peter Munya, we have people like, there are other leaders, Jeremiah Kioni. All these people have been set out by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to play a certain role. And this is the certain role that they have been given. Make sure that you destabilizes the strengths of Rigathi Gachagua. And how best can you do? By making sure that Rigathi doesn't take it all. Now, what Peter Munya even bringing, remember, Gachagua when he visited Meru County, he wasn't brought to Meru County by Peter Munya. He was brought to Meru County by the former Meru County Senator, Mithika Linturi. Are we together? The scramble for Meru County is as real as it goes. You remember when Gachagua was in Meru, President William Ruto went to abandon all his duties to come and counter Gachagua in Meru, because they know Meru is one of the counties, and top counties that will determine who becomes the president in the year 2027. So it's upon who convinces these people most. So for Matiangi to have a chance, he has to have the best link. And what's the best link to Meru County than Peter Munya, who is a darling to the people of Meru County? Now, Peter Munya has to smear the name of Rigathi Gachagua so that Matiangi gains the praise. And that is what he has been doing. You all see, something is going to change. Something is going to change. Yes, they can do everything. Wanajua kupiga kampeni za kuchafua jina ya Gachagua. But one thing they fail is to become as charismatic and as courageous as Rigathi Gachagua. Because Rigathi Gachagua doesn't fear. I mean, wani kuulize kutoka Gachagua atoke Kenya. Do you know Ruto ameanza kunona? Kutoka Gachagua in the US. Do you know Kalonzo Musyoka has never in any way tried to prove a point that he deserves to become the flag bearer of the opposition come the year 2027? That's what I'm telling you. Ukika chini, when you sit down and analyze all the situations, all cans points to certain Fred Matiangi and Kalonzo Musyoka are the most people favorable to take up the mantle of becoming the flag bearer. But their level of cowardice surpasses that of a leader. That of somebody we can believe to take up on William Ruto come the year 2027. I would love to know your take on regards to this. Leave a comment on the comment section. Tuungane katika video zetu zijazo. Hii ni The Kenyan Daily Report.